Let's call this 2 a.m. Thoughts with me. By that book. So in recent years, we've seen a real push towards this minimalist idea of living and only keeping stuff that spark joy, although I don't think Marie Kondo does that anymore. And frankly, I got caught up in that as well. I, at one point, gave away a lot of books I owned because, well, I seemed to have too many. I made a whole spreadsheet and I gave them away to people I worked with, and I kind of regret that. I bought loads of books when I was in my early 20s and late teens because I used to work in a bookshop and I got a pretty substantial discount and it was great. And now I look back at that and I'm like, oh, I wish I kept a lot of those books I gave away. Why do I wish that? Because books are just something that bring me joy, and I just love owning them. I watched this TikTok recently, and if I can find the creator, I'll put them here, and if not, I apologize. And they really said, hey, when I look at these books I have, I'm not going to read all of them in my lifetime. And frankly, I already own enough books that I'm not going to read in my lifetime. Here is a stack of books that I was supposed to start reading at the beginning of this year. I've started one of them that you can see on the screen, and I'll probably get to them at some point this year, or maybe I'll get to them next year. And that's okay, because reading these books are going to be an experience for me. I might not be able to read them again, but maybe I will. And just having the idea and the notion of being able to go back to this book that hopefully I really enjoy. I'm reading Sally Rooney's Normal People at the moment. Maybe I'll enjoy that. I'll let you know in a couple of weeks' time. Or maybe I won't, and then I can tell you that, it wasn't for me, but at least I got that story. At least I learned about that story. And I saw this other video where someone was talking about how their bookshelf is so full, they have so many books, that it's almost like they're shopping for themselves when they go look at their own bookshelf. See, I have this whole shelf of books that I've not read yet. Oh well, with a few exceptions. And every time I finish a book, or at least a list of books like I showed you earlier, I come over here, and in the past this would make me feel anxious looking at which book to choose. But now I've thought, well, I have all of these books and I might not like all of them, I might not read all of them, but this idea of having a choice of books that are mine, that I don't need to consider, oh, maybe I shouldn't buy this, maybe I should buy this. Well, now I have all of these books here which I know I might want to read, and then I can read them at a time that I choose I will enjoy them the best. So maybe when I was, 18, when I bought IQ-84, which is behind my Gundam, so not a great example, I might not have enjoyed it, but maybe now, at 26 years old, I might enjoy it. It's a Murakami book, so I probably will enjoy it less than when I was 18, but, maybe I will actually enjoy it more, and that's the beauty of having these books. You see, I'm not going to sit here and tell you if you have to choose between buying a book or buying groceries for a week. I'm not going to tell you to buy the book. You should buy those groceries. But, if you really want the book and you have the means to buy the book, do it. Because it is a collection of knowledge for you. It is a collection of storytelling for you that you can access at any time. And yeah, you can go to the library, and you should go to the library, especially if it's a book that you're not sure you want to buy. But if you do love the book, maybe buy it afterwards. It doesn't have to be from a major retailer. It doesn't have to be from that evil Jeff Bezos corporation. It can be from a secondhand shop. It can be from an independent bookshop. You should really be shopping secondhand or independent after also going to your library. But if you want the book, buy it. Because life is too short to think about, wow, I should have bought that book. Life is too short to think, damn, I shouldn't have given away that book. But it's fine to not read the book, because you might not read it. But maybe someone you know will maybe go to your shelves one day and say, hey, that book, Battle Royale, looked really interesting to me. Maybe I'm going to read that. And I think that's kind of beautiful. having this collection of knowledge, having this collection of stories is really lovely to have in your home, to have in your heart, because frankly, we are all going through pretty tough times. The world right now is tough, probably tougher than anything in, my lifetime. Maybe the exception of 2008, but I was a child then. So, in my adult lifetime. And so, if you can take a little bit of solace in these pieces of paper stuck together with ink printed on them, maybe you can use your Kindle, but I digress. Take solace in them, because it will bring you joy, especially if you're on this channel watching this video. And frankly, we all need a little bit of joy in the times we're living in. So, buy that book, because you never know when you can buy it ever again. Thank you for watching my pro-book propaganda. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it inspires you to buy that book you've had your eye on. Hey, preferably buying it from an independent bookseller or from a secondhand shop, or possibly also from a library book sale. And remember, do support your local library. They are a bastion of knowledge for people who maybe aren't in a situation like you and I, who can afford to buy books. People should be allowed to experience the pleasure of books without having to spend, their financial income on them. I am privileged to be able to own all of these books. I am privileged to have worked in a bookshop, which allowed me to read as many and own as many books as I would like at that point in time. But some people aren't. So, hey, if you can, buy secondhand. If you can, gift a book. And if you can, make sure someone you know who loves books but can't afford them, help them get to the library, or give them books that you think you've loved and you want someone else to love. Because at the end of the day, books are magical. Even if it's a book about Muhammad Ali's fight, that can still spark joy in someone. Thanks for watching, and I hope you read a great